Good morning. January 6, 2023, 9 o'clock straight up. Oh, I forgot to put my headset on. Not sure if this is really important. You know what? I'm going to leave this turned off for a little bit and see how it goes. Checking audio a bit to see how it goes. Checking audio a bit to see how it goes. Checking audio a bit to see how it goes. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Checking audio a bit. See how it goes. Oh, wait a minute. I know I'm checking audio a bit. Headset was still plugged in. I know. Try saying that again. My headset was still plugged in. Yesterday I was on the ball. What is it? What is this today? You probably already figured it out. Let's come in, pop out chat, and get this show rolling. Zoom up a little bit here. Lawn Dog, hello. Rick Lakes, hello. Brian Lightfoot, Ran Israel. Audio works. Steve Dodd, hello. Steve Dodd. Wow. I think I recognize you from Carrie's channel. Is that right? Lawn Dog says, I still be here. All right, so let's come back to the Doug cam, as Dennis likes to call it. And then here is, did I have, oh, you know what? I don't think I've said that much. January 6, 2023 on a Friday. Coming over here to comments on videos to get started. Pineapple Road did a bit of digging and think I know what's going on with the free version of Macrium Reflect. The free version is being retired. Yes, I'm going to bring up another panel on that. It's a year from now that they're going to stop doing updates for it. So it's still available, and we'll go show, Zavi Manor provided a link to get to the free version, but there's something really weird about it. So I want to show that during today's show. Austin Pinto says, will you make a video about the entire process of $300 data recovery and what they communicate with you step by step? Yes, I will, and I have some updates for you today. And if we don't get to it today, then certainly I can report on it tomorrow because this has moved forward. And then Leon, in response to the virus total in auto runs is producing errors. He says, great video, although it didn't solve my issue on getting errors on every virus total scan in auto runs 14.09. I can submit manually and it scans the file but still returns an error. I only use Windows Defender, no VPNs, corporate networks. Leon, I would love to do a remote session with you tomorrow. The live stream is 11 a.m. Pacific time. If you're interested, I'd love to be able to connect remotely to your computer and document it for the YouTube world. Maybe we can find an answer for it. Maybe it's just a matter of documenting what's happening there. Now, I did something a little different today. I'm testing something for Leon, Austin, and Pineapple Road. And maybe I'll need to test it with someone else if I don't get a response from them. But in the description of today's video, I've got this phrase that says, this video responds to @Leon, @Austin Pinto, and @Pineapple Road. I think you should have got an extra notification because you're mentioned in this video description. So I'm interested to know if that did happen for any of the three of you. Let's go back to chat and see if people have figured out what's different about my desk arrangement today. Standing desk today, Ran Israel, bingo, bada boom, you got it right on the money. You're almost always late again, from Hank. So far it seems so sadly so. Josh, hello to you, and Greg's here. So where am I going to start with? I guess I've already started, but what am I going to show next? Let's get back over to here. And today's video, there again, if you look in the description of today's video, because I have this zoomed in, I get the chat below the video. Come down here, and here's where you see this line here about Leon, Austin, and Pineapple Road. So here's what my standing desk looks like. Here's the keyboard camera. That almost looked could look like I'm sitting, although when I'm sitting, I think I'm about like that. And then there's a tripod camera that gives a better view of it. I've got a hydraulic gadget on the back part of the desk, but because the weight of the desk is not centered properly on that device, that's why I put these plastic blocks out here on each side. So that I raise the desk up and then I set it back down and let the back side of the desk rest on those boxes. It's been a long time since I've tried doing a show standing up. See how it goes. I did Fortnite play this morning standing up. I don't think the audience noticed. The other giveaway is the position of my head in relation to the Big Beast Build closet, cabinet, alcove. Big Beast Build alcove. I think I like that. Let's see. So then I want to get on to some things that I have set up to show today. I'll pop out the chat again because somehow I got that back in place. Let's see. Yeah, Ken, I've done the redirect today for Carrie Holzman's show. So at the end of this video, you'll have a redirect to Carrie's show. And I won't be sending them off to your show. For you guys know Ken's show already, but I'm going to go put in a link for it. If I come up here to my saved bookmarks for Ken Stout, it goes straight to whatever he has scheduled live. And then I'll come down to that. I think I got to zoom this down a bit to see everything right. There's the share button. And then copy that link and go paste it into chat. Ken's show. What time is Carrie streaming today? I think it is 12 o'clock my time, something like that. Let's see. I don't have his set up that same way because I get to it this way. Carrie Holzman. I don't think you need the pound symbol for his channel or for my channel. And then go to his live show, and here it is, 12 p.m. Pacific time. So add 3 hours to that for Ken Stout time. Coincidentally, everybody that's in Ken Stout's time zone would be the same time. But it is Ken Stout time. What do we got here? Scheduled stream for 12:30. All right. Long Dog, my new NVMe drive is hopefully going to arrive today. The latest SN850 new drive with the 7,000 megabyte per second read, which I guess basically maxes out the NVMe port. Now, the rest of your computer has to be capable of that, I think. I'm not sure about that. I shouldn't even speak on to that point. Big Beast Layer. Not now that's spelled liar. I think what Greg meant is Big Beast Lair. I do like that. That's the Big Beast Lair back there. I don't know how to spell that word. I'm going to use this try to get the machine back working properly and tackle the problem with the warranty on the other one. At least that's the plan. What time is Carrie streaming? I didn't notice you were standing for our 3 wins today. Yes, Dennis, I was. I don't know for sure what time he's going to broadcast today. 2 p.m. Central. Okay, so then I want to go to some of these points here. The Macrium Reflect free version being retired. So let's come over here to a new tab. Go to, let's see, Live Windows Training, Windows Daily, and Macrium Reflect. I have 2 links there. One provided by Zvi Manor, and I want to open all 2. That opens them in separate tabs. This is the one that Javid Manor came up with, and it has a really intriguing thing. Look at the URL up here at the top, macrium.com/reflect-free #. And down here, that's reflect free. That is not a trial. That is the full reflect free. But watch this. If I do a Control-C to copy that URL, come to a new tab, Control-V paste. Let's see if this makes a liar out of me. It did come up Macrium Reflect free. Now let me go try another way. macrium.com/reflect reflect free pound symbol. I've done sometimes here where I type it in that way and it still does not come up right. Now it is. Make a liar out of me. See if I care. All right, so then the next one, this one about Macrium Reflect Free being retired. We would like to inform you that Macrium Reflect Free editions being discontinued. Security patches will be made available by January 1st, 2024. So we've got a whole nother year of security patches for it, but there are no planned feature changes or non-security updates after this update. Now this update, does that mean update right now or January 1st? Because this makes it look to me like it's only security patches that they're going to do between now and January 2024. And this part down here, no feature, but, keyword there is but, there are no planned feature changes or non-security updates after this update. Makes me think it's the update right now. Now you could continue using the Macrium Reflect free version you already have past the January 1st, 2024, but you might not be able to download it the way you can right now. And there's only going to be security patches to update that. Then let's come back to, not there, I want to come back to the channel comments. So that's all I wanted to follow up for Pineapple Road. Austin Pinto, will you make a video about your entire process? I still might come to that in today's video, but that's going to take a little bit longer than this one. So I want to look at this. Oh yeah, I already responded to Leon in the sense that if you would like to do, let me connect remotely to your computer during a live stream, tomorrow is available for that. Send an email to me at this address and we'll set that up. I'd love to document that. Then coming back to, before I start on the update about $300 data recovery, I'm going to go catch up with chat. Samsung Drive, but now they've improved around. That's more about the speed issues. At one point yesterday, I had to press twice for the link to work. Of course, you know, I did some research before sticking my neck out and spending that kind of money. Gary says, I had a standing desk in the late 90s in my office. It kept meetings short, which is the reason I got it. There you go. Now this desk that I have here was not built as a standing desk. I bought the hydraulic frame to go under it and screwed it into this wood desk or fiberboard desk, whatever it's called. And that those hydraulic stands are available to purchase for a variety of different things, for a variety of different desk styles. I've had this since I set this up when I got Big Beast Build. I bought all the parts. I just haven't done the standing thing very often. Standing desk. Okay, Dennis, I had mentioned that Macrium Reflect was losing support a couple months ago on this broadcast. And so you were ahead of the time. I don't recollect that, and my apologies. 850 SATA drive, is there a delay on my responses or timeout? I'm getting error messages. What is he saying? Error messages, responses on my timeout. Is there a delay on my responses? You mean your chat messages? You know, I think I probably missed what you've been saying there. So I'm going to move on to my $300 data recovery update. If you buy a cheap standing desk on Amazon, look for 2 monitor desks, less likely to burn out. 2 motor desk, not monitor. Yes, chat messages. The last 2 of them came up in some kind of error, like I was being put in timeout. No, I haven't done that. I haven't put you in timeout. So how do I want to bring this up? Because I didn't preset up these emails. I want to, let me tell you what, the response from $300 data recovery has been pretty amazing because I shipped it to them. I wasn't able to get it out into USPS until Tuesday, because Monday they weren't operating. So Tuesday I gave it to my mail carrier. On Wednesday, I had my first email from $300 Data Recovery saying that they had received it. Wednesday, then Wednesday evening, well, wait a minute, what can I, how much of these can I show? Let me look at this. Instead of trying to tell you what they said, there's no email addresses here that I need to protect from them. There's nothing I need to protect, right? But it's kind of long, their emails. So I'm just going to get to the most recent thing. But I've had more than one email from them per day. Well, I think the first day that they received it on Wednesday, I had maybe a couple emails, one or two, and then yesterday, a couple of them. So here's where we're at. Hi, Doug. We inspected your hard drive in our clean room and found signs of platter damage, scratches or dings on the platter surface, dirty filters or magnetic dust. Additionally, the heads inside your drive are bad and will need to be replaced or swapped as they cannot read any data in their current state. The indications of platter damage mean your data will likely not be recoverable even after attempting a head swap. But rather than declaring this recovery failed straight away, we can still offer you the option of a head swap, even though the chances it will succeed are low. Would you like us to try a head swap, even though the chances are low, and the cost of the donor drive, which you need to cover, regardless of the outcome, and with no refunds, may be expensive, meaning $100 to $300. If so, we will find the most compatible donor drive and let you know the exact cost, along with some more details, terms associated with our head swap repair. If not, you may cancel the recovery and pay nothing for our diagnosis. Please let us know how you'd like to proceed, and if you have any further questions, thank you, $300 Data Recovery. Based on our history of this model, the average cost of a donor drive is $114. So there are other email correspondence that happened before that, but that's where we're at right now. I replied to them right away, yes, I do want you to try that. Yes, I accept the risk that it might not get us anything recoverable at all. I did not ask my client for authorization for that. I wanted to get immediately right back to them. The reason why I did not ask my client, because my client manages multi-million-dollar construction projects with this particular computer. Now, some of you are a little freaked out about why was he not doing backups? And by the way, I found the notation in my records where he declined to do backups on this computer, not concerned about backups on this computer. Now, I think the reason for that is that this construction project scheduling software that he uses is used to do big picture scheduling of construction tasks. So the demolition crew from this date to this date, the cleanup crew from this date to this date, plumbing crew from this date to this date. And so it's a project that is done to manage the whole project, but it's not done very often. I suspect, I'm going to talk to him about Plan B. I'm going to call him and say, hey, we need to start Plan B on this because it's not looking promising, but it still might recover data. I need to know, what are we looking at if we have to go to Plan B, because I think all it's going to be is a new SSD drive, which I have on hand here, his computer, install the Windows Server 2008 R2, which I still have on hand with his credentials. And actually, I think I have an image backup after the original install, possibly. And then reinstall his software, have his software vendor do that remotely here. And then he'll have to re-enter the current project. But he forwarded that by email to others. He's got printable editions of that. I don't think it's a big deal to re-enter that. Not like most people are thinking of a server goes down, your whole business is wiped out. I don't think that's what we have here. So coming back to chat, giving you the rundown there. Let's go catch up some more. For those of you that might be new around here, what I do in these Windows Daily shows Monday through Friday, trying to be about 30 minutes long and responding to questions that are sent to me by email or comments on videos or in chat. Let's see. Lawn Dog's got more about his ports and such. Heads reminds me like VCR cleaning tape, Q-tips, alcohol for tape heads. Now, on that point, interesting that you bring that up because that reminds me when I first read this, scratches and dings on the platter surfaces, dirty filters, magnetic dust. When I first read that, I thought, how could that have scratches or dings? This server has been in the same spot in this guy's office since I installed it, since 2017. It doesn't get moved around. How is it? What would cause it to get banged? And I think this is cut and paste, copy and paste text. And I suspect that the defective heads on it, as they were operating on the disk, they were probably causing scratches. So scratches or dings, I'm suspecting is probably scratches on the platter surfaces. Dirty filters, this is an interior office in a concrete construction warehouse, but the warehouse doesn't actually have any concrete activity. It's just storing their gear that they take out in trucks to their sites. It's not really all that dirty. When I opened the computer up, that I don't think it's been cleaned in quite a while, it was really pretty clean inside. I used the leaf blower on it and compressed air to get it really prim, clean, because I wanted to eat off of it, you know. Actually, the heads inside your drive are bad and will need to be replaced. So I think it's the head that probably caused the scratching. Head scraping the platters, yeah. Gary, custom built, so he's talking about Lawn Dog's computer. Bought each part individually, assembled everything. Did I get the model number wrong? I'm quoting the wrong model number, he says. PERT charts. Oh, so that's what that type of a construction chart is, where it shows different phases of the construction, where they overlap and where they begin and end. I guess it's called a PERT chart then. This is more about his drive. Forbin Colossus, is the software Bluebeam? No, it is. Let me come over here and I'll bring it up to remind me. Actually, I think he's had Bluebeam in the past, now that you mentioned that. And he actually might also have Bluebeam. Let's see. Bluebeam Review. Bluebeam Review, I guess is what that's called. And yeah, I think he does have that as well, but that's not what's on this computer. What's on this computer is B2W estimate. So the Bluebeam might also be on that server now that you mention it. So it might be both of those products. But yeah, Bluebeam Review and B2W. I want to say that was B2 Windows. I'm not sure. Now I'm going to minimize that so I don't accidentally come back to it and expose other stuff on there. Retired from IT from $1 billion construction company. Oh, you know what? Ken's got a show coming up, but I didn't pay attention as to what time that is. 9:30, and is it live or is it premiere? Things I learned to do that. This isn't really identified as whether it's live or premiere, does it? Yes, it does up here in the URL. So that's a live show. Sorry to goof you up. You're so sharp. I was very happy. I'm going to kind of skip over these from Lawn Dog about the drive. No backup. No right to complain. Yeah, he's not complaining. He's not upset. He's not thrown for a loop. He accepts responsibility. You're going to have them fix the drive. We are going to have them try. We're going to have them replace the head, see if we get lucky. Do you feel lucky? Ken's got to like that quote. One of potentially bad marketing name, having the X being integral part of getting the right item. That's back on the... I'm going to skip over those a little bit, Lawn Dog. Heads can gouge powders and cause grooves. If dirty air... if it's not in a clean room. Now, the $300 data recovery, they have a clean room or a clean box. I've seen on, I think Louis Rossman's, one of his staff, they have a clean box. It's not a clean room. Clean box will do fine for replacing heads. Firmware H drive, that's more of that, more of that, more of that, more of that. That's their Jim DeForeman. That's their business. They know how to do it. It's not as hard as you think. Yes, B2W is for bidding estimates. Bluebeam is the building floor plan review. Yeah, okay, Bluebeam must be on his other computer because his primary computer, which is backed up on a local hard drive and in the cloud, I think I have that on Magnus Box. And we get emails every day saying the backup is successful. So that backup, that computer is backed up, and it has the tablet. It has the drawing board and the pin device. So that would be the one for the floor plans. Yeah, somebody else sends him the floor plans. He reads them and takes measurements off of it. So that's it on a different computer. I'm not crying about my data. I hope I didn't give that impression, Doug. I believe you're reading my personality correctly on this issue. Oh, you know what? I was not worried about the data. I'm talking about my client. I wasn't talking about you there, Lawn Dog. But it looks like you're probably, yeah, you said that already, that you've accepted that you didn't have backups. I just get a little bit crabby because I don't do more regular backup. Schedule it, schedule it, schedule it. Now, I saw somebody asking a question about Macrium Reflect. Maybe they need the paid version. The free version will do scheduled backups. It'll do full backups and incremental backups. It won't do differential backups, and it won't send you emails notifying you of the backups. And it won't do ransomware protection, so it doesn't prevent a virus from modifying the backup file if it has access to it. Things are going to be different now. The question is not if a hard drive will fail, but when it will fail. From Brian. And hard drive filter is for internal drive dust. I've seen those filters, little tiny filters, just right where the air is coming into the platters. Because the air's just circulating within the drive. So it's not like dust is coming in from the outside. SSD fails too. All right, there we go. Well, that's 928. I think we're in good shape to go ahead and end this here. I think I've got everything that I wanted to cover. I did do these Windows Daily. I didn't have a folder for today's date. We just did the Macrium Reflect. Okay, very good. Here's my email address. If you want to send me a question you'd like me to respond to during a Windows Daily, or if you'd like for me to connect remotely to your computer, we can do a live stream or a recorded session to help with whatever's going on your computer. You can send to that email address. Remember that that scam that I kind of fell for. Yeah, there's no name popping up with this phone number. I have definitely been receiving more scam phone calls. Scam or I don't know if they're scam or what's that other one where people are trying to advertise? Spam. There you go. Somebody was mentioning about memories. I'll compete with your memory any day of the week for which one is worse. All right, I hope you have a good day. Hope that was useful. Catch you later. Goodbye. I wonder if this button will do it. Trying. See, that button on the Stream Deck wasn't lit up red, which should be.